Go ahead and start recording. Perfect. Hi guys, thank you for joining the Exhibitor webinar for Halloween and Party Expo and HauntCon virtual experience. We are very excited to do this for you guys today. Today, who's hosting will be me, myself, Cameron, and we have Jessica here. She's the Exhibitor Services Manager and your point of contact for this show. And then we also have Melissa here who will be helping answer questions and making sure that we get all of your questions answered and know that you guys are being heard during this presentation today. Do you guys want to say hi?
Sure. Hi, guys. I'm Jess. If you guys have any questions, concerns, Cameron will be sharing my contact information with you guys at the end. I think I've also emailed all of you, so feel free to reach out at any time. I'm here to help.
Cool.
Hi guys, I'm Melissa. I will be monitoring the Q&A in the chat during the webinar. So if you have any questions, feel free to hop them into the Q&A, or if you have any problems, put them into the chat and we'll be sure to answer them.
Very cool. So I am going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. We have, again, welcome to the Halloween and Party Expo and HauntCon virtual experience webinar. Today, we went over our hosts already. We're going to start over with the Teams overview. We'll be covering how to update and create your individual profile, go over your team members and their availability, and we'll go over your company profile, products, and then we'll briefly touch on inbound leads and company chat. So let's go over to here. As you can see, I've already logged into the platform. This is what your homepage will look like as of right now. Once you log in for the first time, it's going to ask you to create a new password and update some information initially and agree to the consent. The consent is just making sure that the information that you've put in for your company is available so we can make those proper recommendations for you based off of the attendees that will be joining come January 15th. Just so you can make those connections and we get good connections for you guys going through your recommended for you page. If at any time you want to edit your information, you can go up here to your profile button right here and click that. This is where all the information that was asked on your initial onboarding will be. You can just click any box at any point in time, and this is editable up until the end of the virtual event. Most of the time, your headline will come in as your job title at your company. We suggest updating this to whatever line or product you rep for your company and the region that you typically sell to at your company. So that way people, when attendees view you guys as exhibitors and look at the recommendations, they know who to contact depending on what products they're interested in with your company. Again, you can update your region here, toggle on or off any regions that you cater to for your company. And you can update your summary, tell a little bit about yourself, what you do, everything. It's a good place to let people to get to know you. If you ever want to upload a picture, you can hit the little pencil icon. This will pop up and you hit choose file. From there, find the file that you want to upload, whatever headshot. We recommend the size be 1000 by 1000 pixels. Or a perfect square. We do have an additional video on our resource center to help you guys resize photos through the Canva website. So if you have any questions about that, it should hopefully help you with that. And you hit save at the end. Once you are updated, once you've updated your profile and you're satisfied with all of your information, be sure to hit this save button right here. And you'll see a green square pop up saying successfully updated. So that means everything's been saved and you can go check and make sure that it is correct, and you can hit view profile for that. And so it'll take you to the profile for how attendees will see it. And you can see that your name and your headline is right up top with your location and your details and your company that you're connected to, whichever showroom. Okay, so then from here, once you've set up your personal page, we will be going to the Teams button. So we'll set Teams, you'll hit the Teams button, and to view your team members, we'll go under Settings and hit Team Members. Here you will find a list of all of your team members. Most of them will come in as either admin or team members. Whoever's the first to log in will be the admin. If you ever want to change that and give somebody admin status if they're a team member, hit the gear button and hit change role. And it's the same information for going back from admin to team member. If you want to invite a member, you hit invite member and it will pop up with a bubble and you fill out their information such as first name, last name, and email. And it will send them an email address invite to join this platform or join your team if they are already on the platform. Additionally, if they are in here and they are not linked to your account, they can also request to join the team, and there will be a section down here that says join request, and you simply have to accept it. So that's how you join teams. I will say we suggest that everybody have admin status because they have full functionality of our platform, including editing the company and company profile if things change during the event or up to, and they'll be able to upload product information as well. Team member functionality is not able to edit company profile information or products. So from there, you'll want to update your company profile. So you hit the button and it's almost exactly like what your individual profile is. You'll fill out the name of your company and your headline. We suggest that your headline be a one-sentence description of your company. It just gives the viewers a little bit of a feel for what they will be looking at once they click into your showroom. You can also update your location by country. There's lots of, they're all listed. So you can update that. You can include a website or websites if you have multiple. You can include a video URL, which has to be embedded. We have a separate video on how to embed, but if you forget where to look for there, you can always click in the box and hit this Learn How button, and it will give you step-by-step instructions on how to get the embedded video link. And as a reminder, those can only be through YouTube or Vimeo. And once you've gotten that in here, copy and paste it, you just hit update, and that should save. Moving along, you can upload a link to a product catalog, whether it's linked to a Dropbox, a Box, or a Google Drive account for customers and attendees to view more products or more of your catalog that's not showcased within the platform. You can also add your show specials, and multiple can be put on there. So if you have more than one, you can just go ahead and type it in here and just hit update and it will show up. And additionally, if you want to take one away, you can just exit it off and toggle and hit update and it will update automatically. Here is where you will list the products and services that your company provides. Again, you select everything that your company will provide, toggle on or off, whatever you're doing for the show, and then you hit update. And that will update. The only locations that your company that exhibitors will be able to see on your company profile will be your location up at the top and the state within the details. Everything else is up to you to fill out. We do suggest filling out as much as you can so you can create a nice robust showroom for all the attendees. And then additionally, just like your personal profile, you have a summary to include anything about your company, new ideas and products, or anything that you want to showcase. That's what that's there for. You have up to 2,000 characters on that, I believe. And just again, like your individual, you can upload a company logo by clicking the pencil button, choosing a file, and uploading that. And again, we do suggest it be 1,000 by 1,000 pixels, or a perfect square photo. And just like before, once you're satisfied with all of your updates, be sure to hit this save button up here and look for the green box. And like it says, it may take a few minutes, but it will update for you. And if there's ever any trouble, feel free to message Jess, and we will get on that if something is not working correctly on this end. We will be happy to assist you guys. And then from there, you can build out your showroom with products. As you can see here, we already have one entered in, the black masquerade mask. If you ever want to edit a product you already have, you hit the gear button and hit edit product. This will be what it looks like exactly when you add a new product as well, the same form. You add in your name, the name of the product, and you can put a headline to be a bit more descriptive about what it does. You can link your personal company website, and you can also link an embedded video as well, demonstrating the product, whatever it may be. So if you want to showcase that, you can, which is very cool. And again, if you want to remember or forget how to upload an embedded video, you just hit the learn how, and it will give you step-by-step instructions. And then you hit update. You will also be able to indicate whether or not it is a new product for this year, which is cool. Indicate whether or not you have a minimum order for whatever product. You can do this individually. It does not have to be a blanket company-wide minimum order statement. You can indicate the price point of the product, whether or not it's below average, unique, one of a kind. We know everybody supplies products that are incredible. And then including with that, you can describe, based off of the products and services provided through this product, what it will be giving, so people can search that through the products function with the search filters. Just like the company profile, the products, we hope you indicate whether or not they are Haunter friendly, because it will be a searchable function for attendees on whether or not it will be able to be used within the HauntCon community. So that is very helpful. And your location, and then again, you can include a very nice summary about your product and specifics, whatever you want to put in there. That's for you. And again, I think you have up to 2,000 characters for that. And just like before, if you want to upload a picture, you hit the pencil and hit choose file and save. And so once you've updated and edited your information, again, just remember to hit save up at the top, and you'll see that green box. Very simple, very easy. And so when you want to go back, hit back, and you'll see the list of your products here. If you want to add a product, simply hit the add product button, and it's the same form before. You'll just fill out all of your information and upload a picture, and then hit add, and it will show a green box saying that your product was successfully added. From there, we are going to briefly touch on inbound leads and company chat. You won't be able to access or do much with this functionality yet, just because attendees are not going to be in the platform until January 15th. So you won't see much besides probably a few of us Clarion individuals who are making sure everything is running smoothly throughout this next month before we give access to the attendees. So with inbound leads, this is when a person interacts with, whether they viewed your profile, say my individual profile as a rep, your company profile, or if they viewed a product. So to review are the ones that you haven't interacted with yet, whether or not you've haven't shown interest or requested a meeting. So because Liz has interacted with us a lot, it seems like she's interested. I would say show interest. And you'll see that it says, well done. We've shown interest. We've given out a handshake to try to make a connection. And it moved from the 2 reviews to the reviewed section. And so here you'll find a list of everybody that you've interacted with from the lead section, whether or not you've made a meeting or chatted with them. And then here will be the list of your total leads. This is a very cool function that we are excited to have for you guys. Additionally, if anybody is a team member for your company, they'll be able to chat on behalf of your company to people who message you, whether or not it's to your personal page or your company. So if they message you on your personal page, your messages will show up on this connection side right here. If they message the company, they'll be showing up right here. We do suggest if you message on behalf of the company, say here and hit the chat button, that you sign whichever sales rep is interacting on behalf of your company, sign it with your name because it doesn't show who is talking to the representative. It just says you are replying as your company. So we do suggest mentioning which sales rep is interacting with them so they know who to contact for further information. So that is a quick Teams overview. And again, we are recording this session, so it will be posted later, but we also have all of this information online already in PowerPoint, PDF, and individual views or individual videos as well, in case you have any questions with that. I think now I may hand this over to Melissa because she will be going over what a great showroom looks like and multi-user meetings.
So we did have a question come through.
Oh yeah, come in.
Before we jump over to my part of it, will other exhibitors be able to see my showroom in the platform?
They will not. So the way that the permissions are, only HauntCon and Halloween and Party Expo attendees will be able to view products, exhibitor reps, and exhibitor showrooms. You guys are not going to be able to interact with each other. So that way you guys can really facilitate those buyer-seller relationships.
Perfect. All right, I'm going to share my screen now so that we can show what a great showroom looks like. All right. So here's an example of a showroom. This is actually our showroom from the Clarion Events Halloween and Party Expo in Hong Kong. But as we can see here, we have the title right at the top and then the headline right below it. Whenever someone is searching for your profile or on a search screen, the three things that show up are your logo, your company name, and your headline. So the headline is really important. Like Cameron said, it's a one-sentence description that kind of gives some insight into your company. It's the first thing that people are going to see, so you really want to pull them in with a good headline. This one isn't great, it's good, but if you could come up with something a little bit more catchy or to kind of pull them in, it's good, but it could be more creative, I think. Next, we have an embedded video. So like Cameron said, we can embed videos onto the showroom page. I can click it and I can play it directly from YouTube or Vimeo, and it's going to play directly in my showroom. Scrolling down, we have all of the details that we have for us. The first view are our potential handshakes, common connections, and then who we think we can make a connection with. Then scrolling down, we have the country, we have our websites. The websites are clickable, so they do have to be an actual URL. It can't be something like hauntcon.com. It needs to include the HTTPS or the www. So just keep that in mind when you're setting up your showroom. We also have the product catalog link. We don't have a product catalog, but we did put something here just to show you that it is also a clickable link. So it just has to be hosted somewhere other than the platform. It has to be either a Dropbox link or a Box link or Google, or even if you have a shareable link from your website, you could put that here. We see the show specials, the products and services provided. This is very important to make sure that it's filled out accurately. One of the things that we do when someone is able to search the entire list of showrooms, they can actually filter based off of these products. So if I just wanted to see someone who had novelties, I can do a search for just novelties. So it is really important to make sure that this is filled out accurately for you and your company. Then we have the state and then our summary all at the end. Like Cameron mentioned, this is 2,000 characters. So it's quite a bit of information that you can put in here. We also suggest if you have anything that wasn't able to go into the kind of wasn't able to fit into the product and services provided, like another keyword, we definitely recommend putting it into the summary because people can search for that keyword just throughout the entire platform. Scrolling down, we have our list of representatives. So we see that there's 5 of us here in this team. I will say that Ashley, Marnie, and Samantha, I'm sorry, your profiles don't look that great because you don't have a photo. So I would suggest that you have a photo for your personal profile. If you're unfamiliar with, or if you're just a little self-conscious about it, we have seen a lot of success with people even adding avatar photos. So it's not necessarily an actual photo of them, but it's just something to kind of get people to know who you are. Of course, you don't have to do it. I am going to call out Ashley, though, because she doesn't even have a headline. So I have no idea who she is. So making sure that your personal profile is also filled out is very important. Then scrolling down, we have our list of products. And if we go to our product page, we can see that the product image is much larger than our company logo, which is great because it kind of gives a much closer look as to what the product is. We have the headline right here. We can embed a video. And then we have all of the product details here. Just like the products and services provided on your company showroom page, these are also filterable when attendees search in the search bar for products.
Melissa, we actually have a couple questions come in.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so the first one that we have is there a benefit to adding products individually versus just the catalog link? And is there a limit to the number of products we can add?
So yes, so there is a limit to the number of products we can add. That's based off of your package plan. And I'm really sorry, off the top of my head, I don't remember the number of products.
So I do believe if it's a basic, you get 3 products to add. If it's a pro, you get 5, I believe. Marnie or
confirm that. Yeah, we'll
Jessica,
confirm that.
if you know that more than I do, please feel free to pipe in and answer. And then I think if you are a premium plan, you get up to 25. Again, we'll confirm.
I actually have all of those numbers for you right now. Your basic package comes with 3 products. Your pro package comes with 15 products, and your package comes with 25 products. So very close.
Very close.
Perfect.
So yes. So we do suggest adding your products individually. The catalog link is just a link to maybe showcase some more products, but if you want to highlight any more of your products, like when they're in the showroom, they will be able to see those specific products versus having to go to an external link to look at those. So we do suggest adding the products individually within the platform, so customers can interact with it right then and there. And so maybe pick out your 3 best ones, and in your summary say, if you want to see any more, we have a product category linked as well. So yeah.
I definitely agree. I mean, we've seen with some of our other events that we've done that people really like to have the visibility of adding as many products as they can. So they'll do that. They'll add, if you have the basic, they'll add their 3 products that they have. And then they can say in the summary, we have more that you can look at. Feel free to look at the product catalog link. We've actually seen a lot of success with people with their product catalog link. They're not just uploading their catalog, but they've actually uploaded the link to a Dropbox folder that has kind of separate sheets in there. So they can have individual cell sheets, for instance, or they can have the individual product catalogs based off of their different lines. So it's really just an opportunity for you to get more exposure within the platform.
Awesome. And then we have one more question. How many profiles can you have per team? Again, that is based off of the package that you bought. I believe, Jess, do you have those numbers right there as well? It looks like Marnie's answering in the chat too.
Basic, you get 2. With Pro, you get 3, and Premium has 5 exhibitor representative profiles.
So I am constantly going through, as you guys activate your teams within the within GRIP, I'm going through and making sure your packages are correctly assigned to your company. And so you can start updating and getting all of those numbers and know what you are doing. So we are making sure that it is correct on our end as well as yours as they come in and you guys activate the teams. Okay, I think that's, hold on.
Perfect.
Retailers will be essentially reaching out to, looks like somebody asked, retailers will be essentially reaching out to us. We will not be able to proactively reach out to them first. Once the attendees come into the platform, you will be able to interact with them as well. Each sales rep has a limit of the number of pending meeting requests they can send out. So that means once you've sent out, depending on what package you have, how many meeting requests you have, and there is I believe if Melissa, if you can open the request meeting box. Oh, well, it doesn't show right there, but there is a number and there's a link down at the bottom where it says how many you have left. So once you send out your 5 for the, Marnie's answering the question. Once you send them out, you won't be able to send out any more meeting requests, but you'll be able to chat with people that you've made connections with. So that means they've shown interest and you've shown interest in them as well. But exhibitors will not be able to interact with other exhibitors in the platform. Only exhibitors can only interact with the 2 different attendee types, whether that be the HauntCon or the Halloween and Party Expo.
Perfect. It looks like we have another question. If I have a premium package, so I have 5 exhibitor reps, besides that I have a sales rep that I want to interact with me and my customer at the same time without using the exhibitor rep's account, is that possible? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I understand. So are you asking that you want someone requested a meeting with your exhibitor rep, but you want to take that meeting instead? If that's the case, you can certainly do that within Teams. If someone has requested a meeting with someone at your company and you think that the better fit is for someone else to have that meeting, you can make that change on the back end in Teams, so long as you have that admin relationship in the back end. So you can definitely do that. I think that's what you're asking, but if not, let us know and we'll try and answer it. So the next thing I wanted to show was multi-user meetings. So like Cameron said, right now we're kind of in this pre-launch of the website of the platform, which means that you guys have the opportunity to update your showroom page, but the attendees don't have access yet. They'll get it in the middle of January. Because of that, you won't be able to request meetings with anyone or kind of see how that works. But we wanted to give you kind of a little peek so that when the time comes, you know what to do in terms of that. I'm right now logged in as an attendee, so I can go in and make a meeting with anyone from the Halloween and Party Expo and HauntCon team. So I can choose whoever I want to meet with. The list is automatically going to be in alphabetical order, so keep that in mind. So I want to make a meeting with Ashley, and I'm going to hit request meeting, and I'm going to pick a day that works for us. The platform is automatically going to adjust based off of times that both me and Ashley have available in the platform. And then I could write a message saying, look forward to connect. Looking forward to connecting. And then I would hit send. What you can also do is you can have multi-user meetings. By doing that, if you wanted to invite someone from your team, for instance, to join the meeting, you can do so by searching for that person. So I'm going to add Samantha to this. So Sam. So Ashley, I want to have a meeting with both Ashley and Sam. So I can say, look forward to connecting. If you are on an attendees page and you wanted to invite one of your team members, you could certainly do that. You can only invite other attendees to the meeting or your own team members. So you wouldn't be able to invite an exhibitor rep from another company because you can't see the exhibitor reps because we don't have that set up. So like Cameron said before, and she answered our first question, you can't see other exhibitor reps. So you're only able to include additional attendees or people from your own team. And then you would just hit,
go for it.
Oh, and then you would just hit send meeting request. This request is going to send an email to both Ashley and Sam, and it's going to ask them to confirm the meeting and accept it. And then once that's done, it'll show up on your schedule. They get an email notification for this. So whenever you send a meeting request, just keep in mind that they'll get the email notification.
And additionally, once you have set a meeting and you want to add somebody else from your team that you didn't think of or they've shown interest, you can always add invitee after you've set a meeting as well, if one of your coworkers or sales reps wants to join.
Yep. So Cameron and I have a little bit of an identity crisis during this webinar because she was actually logged in as me and I'm logged in as her just because of our data types. So you can see that I, Cameron, who's in the platform right now, requested a meeting with Melissa, who was actually Cameron not too long ago. And we had invited Ashley to go along with our meeting. So if I wanted to add in an additional person, I would just click add invitee here and add their name by searching, by typing 3 letters. So let's see, is Kenzie in this? By searching for 3 or 4 letters, some name will pop up so you'll be able to find them easily within the platform.
It looks like we have a question popped up. So we have asked, every exhibitor rep can have their own team, right? So it's not every exhibitor rep. It's every exhibitor, AKA like your team, your company. Your company has their team, but each exhibitor rep does not have a team. So each exhibitor rep is a part of the team for the company. Hopefully that answers your question.
They have their own profile, so they can act as themselves within the entire platform. Yes. So if I'm logged in as myself as an exhibitor rep, I would be able to act as myself within the platform by searching for people. We don't have it set up right now because, again, we're launching officially in January. This is really just your time to set up your showroom, but you'll see all that once we do launch.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions that are coming through? I do want to show one thing. So I mentioned briefly before that if you had entered a keyword in here, you can search for it up at the top. So once we do officially launch, I'm going to just search for celebration, knowing that I have celebration in my summary. And I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to pop up anything that includes celebration in that summary. So that's why adding keywords to your summary is really important, because if you have something that people are searching for on a more specific level, you can do that here. As you can see in the search, we see our company logo, our company name, and then the headline. So going back to how important that headline is, this is what you see on that front search page.
We also would like to remind you that if you have a basic or a pro package and want more photos or reps, you can always get in contact with Marnie and upgrade your package. That way you will have reminders within your within the Teams icon if you want to upgrade, but we suggest reaching out to Marnie because she is the quickest way to get that facilitated.
So we have another question. When can we begin to create our exhibitor page? So you actually have access right now. You can go in and log in right now and start building out your showroom page. If you have any questions on how to get your credentials or how to log in, specifically where the link is, you can ask Jessica and she will be able to get all those answers for you. Cameron, do you have her contact information that we could share?
Yes, I do. I can share that with you guys. So if you have any additional questions or need help, this is Jessica and her contact information for her email. And again, we'd be happy to help you guys no matter the question. And just like I said before, this session was recorded and it will be put on the Resource Center. But if you access that now, you can also already find PowerPoints, PDFs broken out with all of this information, and as well as individual videos tackling each topic as well of frequently asked questions.
Perfect. Are there any more questions? We'll give it a minute. Thank you, Cameron. That was very helpful for me.
No worries.
All right. Well, I think we're good. Oh, wait. We have another question. Wait, before everyone hangs up. When is the deadline for the exhibitor pages to be complete?
So there's no official deadline, but I will, I would like to reiterate, we are launching to attendees come January 15th. I believe that's a Friday, the Friday right before the show starts on Tuesday the 19th. So we suggest, that's why we open to you guys so early, so you guys would have an ample amount of time to build out your showrooms and get as much information and products and pictures as you are able to in there. So no official deadline, but probably before January 15th when we launch to attendees. So when they log in, they have beautiful showrooms to look at and hopefully interact with you guys and create meetings and lots of business. Looks like we have another one. We have a graphics designer that will help onboard products and descriptions for our page instead of adding them as, yes, you can, if you can share your information with somebody if you don't want them to create a profile and take up one of your team member slots. You're more than welcome to share that information with them so they can go ahead and log in and add all of that information onto the profile if that makes it easier for your team. Absolutely.
Perfect, and we have another one. As we make changes to our showroom, can we see how they look like from the attendee view? Yes, we can.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, we can. Actually, Cameron, do you want to show, this is something that we just found out from one of our other shows, and it's kind of like a workaround to find out your showroom. So there's a couple of steps to get involved. So Cameron, do you want to share, since you're logged in as the team, do you want to share your screen?
Yes.
So this is a great question. Thank you, Paul. So if you can get there two ways. If you click on product, and then you click on the image of any one of the products that you have listed there, this is actually going to bring you to your product page. Only you can see this when you're logged in because you have a relationship tied to this product and to the company, but other exhibitors won't be able to see this.
Yes. And
then if you scroll down and then click company, this is how you can view your company showroom page. So you can see that I'm tied to this company, Cameron is tied to this company, and that's how they can see the company showroom page.
I guess I could mention as well, since I'm in here as Melissa Gallagher, it's showing up here, like when I'm on my company page, I'm viewing as her, but you can always view as one of your other team members as long as you have admin status. And you can additionally, if a attendee wants to request a meeting for you and say, if you haven't blocked out your time, which I can go over in a second now that I mentioned that, if you haven't blocked out your time and availability and you are busy, you can request a meeting as for one of your other exhibitor reps, if that makes sense. So say I can't do it, I can say, okay, well, I want Ashley to be able to request a meeting with this person. To look at your availability and your team's availability, you go to meetings, and you can see right here that we have everything labeled out. You can look at your team members here with colors. And so it says here that Ashley Rowena has a meeting with Ashley Cope, and you can always click into that and the meeting request will pop up on the side. And then additionally, and so then you can create meetings here as well as certain representatives. So say I want Marnie to meet with Cameron. I type in the guest name. Well, you won't be able to search that as of right now because attendees are not in here. But you can type in the guest name and choose the date and say request meeting acting on behalf as your other team member if you were not able to join. To manage your own availability, you go to your profile and hit manage my availability, and the 3 days of the show will pop up, and you can mark whole days as whole, like as busy. So you can say mark whole day. Tuesday, say you are busy and you want to attend sessions and not meet with people that day, you can mark it as busy. You can also individually select times as busy as well, and those will be blocked off when people try to create meetings for with you. So they know that's just an automatic no-go. So that is a very accessible function as well. That's incredible. And once you do that and say we mark all of that, hit save, and again that green box will show that everything's a-okay.
Perfect. And then the other way to view your showroom page instead of going through products is to just go through your personal profile. You can view your profile yourself and then just click on the company that you're tied to and you'll be able to see your showroom page.
It looks like we have another question. How can I get my get the login credentials for me and my team? So whoever is your point of whoever was when you signed up for the package, you indicated somebody would be a point of contact for the company. That person should receive an email with their login credentials, an email, and a registration ID. Those IDs are only used once for on your initial login, and you'll know that it's your initial login because it'll ask for it, and it'll ask you to create a password once you log in. Once you log in, you can invite, like I said before, you go to your Teams function and you can say invite members, and you fill out their first name, last name, email address, and it will send them an email to join the platform. Or they can get in contact with us and we can go ahead and set them up a platform as well, or a profile as well within the within GRIP, and we will get them their ID information within emails will be sent out. And if you ever have any trouble, I will say, be sure to check your spam folder. Sometimes it will go into the spam. We are happy to give it to you individually as well if you aren't receiving that email, but if it's not coming into your actual inbox, it's probably going to be in your spam.
Anybody who's missing their login credentials or you haven't seen that email come through, feel free to send me an email and I will send it straight to you.
Perfect. All right, if there's no more questions, I think we're good. Yeah. Thank you everyone for joining. How do we email for our credentials? Let's pull, let me see if I can add Jess's email to our chats.
Briefly to interlude for RJ's question, yes, there will always, when the show is live, there will be myself, Jessica, quite a few people on the platform monitoring it and making sure everything goes smoothly. And if there are issues, you can email any one of us and we will get on that right away to help fix those issues as quickly as possible.
So I'm adding to the chat Jess's email address. We did share it briefly before, but that way, if you want to copy and paste it, you can do that. And then you can reach out to her to find out your credentials. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you all very much for joining
Yes.
us. I think we're good. I'm trying to check the Q&A to make sure that nothing else is popping up.
I know.
But I think we're good. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. And happy holidays to everyone. Stay safe.
Happy holidays.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll be looking forward to the event come January and the new year.
Bye, everyone.